If unchecked, it inevitably...
My God, the man knows his villains. I tell you, not even the Greeks compare.
Sawyer's villain comes.
I always felt the old Bond films were only as good as the villain.
Talking to every likely villain you can lay your hands on.
This time?
Yeah.
This time I'm the... Your sister isn't the villain here.
What I like to do is I like to mix celebrities with a few. Just a few.
Blow this and IBM will own the next 50 years like a Batman villain. Remember the...
A terrible villain might bring them together.
There were villains locked away for 12 years for robbing a bank of 10 grand.
Fame for fame's sake. If unchecked, it inevitably leads to villainy. I suggest you look at what this...
Scallywags with Shakespeare. My God, the man knows his villains. I tell you, not even the Greeks compare.
To Shakespeare!
Tom Sawyer's villain comes. Gentleman spy.
I always felt the old Bond films were only as good as the villain. As a child, I rather fancied it.
Right, I want you out. All of you. Talking to every likely villain you can lay your hands on. People you've already talked to, talk.
Who split it from who this time?
This time?
Yeah.
This time I'm the villain. I just thought... Try to understand. Your sister isn't the villain here. She is suffering.
And that's my formula. What I like to do is I like to mix celebrities with a few. Just a few East End villains. You know, punters, they love it. It's really good for business.
Blow two.
It's not for no reason. We blow this and IBM will own the next 50 years like a Batman villain. Remember the phone company? That's what Bell was called.
It was said only a great hero or a terrible villain might bring them together. In one kingdom,
There were villains locked away for 12 years for robbing a bank of 10 grand. Doing time with drippy hip
dials. Don't forget about the Joker's girlfriend.
These are villains, Amanda. What makes you think you could control them?
You're supposed to produce it upon request. How am I supposed to know you're not a villain kidnapping this woman?
Fucking mind? You don't take the cheap fucking villain to a fucking hospital.
You had better learn it, young Maspeth. Villainy wears many masks. None so dangerous as the mask of villain.
What did I tell you? He's run off the old villain. So much for his promises.
What I'm doing is talk. You hear? Talking to all those villains down there in Kansas. And I'm talking to all those villains in...
who'll pay the price? Which one of us will be the villain then?
It's in here, they own it.
Can't help you, John.
This ain't the rock crowd, this is fucking villains. The fucking criminals, the taxpayers pay.
I am the security forces. And I'm not going to be made the villain for this catastrophe. Absolutely not.
Look, even if you do get blamed...
He's got a yacht and an island, James. Fucking working for a villain in a James Bond movie. Hell, he's gonna make a run for it.
You are not a villain, Mr. Drake. The whole city is tried...
Than the usual Ravs.
Sure. Ravs.
Russians, Arabs, and villains.
Oh, well, then, yes, I guess that is why I'm here.
You better work.
Now, the villain turns to the boy and says, I'll tell the girl who you are unless you help me hold up this train. Think fast, it's due in 10 minutes. You'll have the audience...
I respect you.
Was zeno batshishun, sharchun pas migran, dushmenos midolen, keun muntachibe, he sharisho, midosten, tuye safine.
This Iceland spaceport, you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Under a real master, my father, whatever villainy was lacking in the world when Henry VII was born, he invented before he left it.
Kind.
Thank you. With the king away, we must guard against villainous outlaws who would kidnap a relative of his.
The dishonesty, the downright villainy of boss Jim W. Geddes' political machine. Now in